Welcome to Callawegin Fly Fishing with Robert Smart. Now, here's Robert.
Greetings. Now in this video, I'm going to tinker a little bit. If you watch my videos, you see the one on the best bluegill fly ever. And that one's going to be hard to beat. But I decided to make a modification to it that I'll try this spring. See if it does even better. I don't know how that can be, but I'm going to give it a shot. Now what I'm going to do is take the basic pattern I used in the best bluegill fly ever, and I'll put a card on this video to that one. I'm going to make it a perfectly balanced fly. Then I'm going to add some purple highlights to the side of it. It makes a cool looking fly. This video is a little longer than some because it takes a while to show how I get the perfectly balanced fly. But it's a really good looking fly and I have high hopes for it. So we'll give it a shot. If you guys have any ideas when you watch this video of other modifications we could make to this fly, please send me some comments. I did that with a crappie fly and got some good comments, and I'm always open for suggestions. So anyway, here we go. We're going to tie a modified best bluegill fly ever. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, we're going to tie an improved version of the best bluegill fly ever. Now this is going to be balanced, and I'm going to try to make it perfectly balanced. So first I take a pin. This is a 1/8 inch bead. This is a size 10 hook. And I'm going to make this so it's just about a bead head in front of this jig hook eye. And I want to cut that off about there. Just use a pair of needle nose. Cut it off. I didn't cut off enough. Cut off a little more. And I'm just going to cut off a little bit more, because I'm going to need some room in the back. Okay, that'll work. That up a little behind it. Okay. Now, I want that bead head good and solid. So I'm going to dab a UV there. And another little dab of UV in the head. Hold that bead good and solid. Okay, let's got it. Now, when I edit this, I'll fast forward through some of this because it's taking some time. And finally a little UV where I tied that thread down. Okay. Right. Now I've done some trial and error to get this right. And it won't be exact, but I want this thing to be perfectly balanced. We'll take some lead. Come on now. A little bit and wrap that up the back. Okay. From my earlier playing around with this, that ought to make it pretty close, but we'll do a quick check. Bring my thread up to about where the hook eye is. And a couple whip finishes there to hold it. Okay, let's see how balanced we are. Well, that's pretty close. Just a hair heavy in the back, but not much. That's real close. You want that to be almost level. So that makes it a perfectly balanced fly. We're real close to it. Okay. Now, I'm going to stick to the original pattern of the best bluegill fly ever for this first portion, where I use this green flash for the tail, or part of the tail. And I'll cut that off about there. Okay. Next, take a black hackle, bunch of barbs from it. Like the rest of the tail. Something like that. Okay. Now, like on the original, we're going to have red ribbing, some of this red flash. Okay. Now, I ran out of good black dubbing. I do have some of this black yarn left. Which will work. Separate that out. And I'm going to make a dubbing loop. And just dubbing up between the loop. Kind of roll it into that. Take my dubbing tool, hook it into the loop, slide that up a little back. Now we start spinning it. Make a dubbing rope. If I had dubbing, I might just put that on directly, but these flies get beat up a lot. And just bring that dubbing rope forward. And around the eye. Something like that. Just tie that dubbing loop off. Trim that off of there. Get rid of some of those stragglers. Something like that. Okay. Now we bring my red ribbing forward. Fairly even, even spacing. Tie that off. Okay. Then we take another bushy neck hackle. Now, all this so far is the same as the best bluegill fly ever, except for the balancing. We still got something to add. Tie that on, kind of bush it up. Bring that forward. Tie that off. Trim it. We pull that back like that so it flows backwards. Okay. Now here's the difference. I'm going to take a piece of, what do they call this? This is a MFC bunny brush, purple. And I'm just going to take a clump of this. Put it on each side, each side of the fly. One little bunch on one side. And another bunch. Yeah, that's pretty good. On the other side. Get rid of some of that excess. Okay. Now we're dealing with a purple highlight on each side. That looks pretty cool. Okay. As in the original, you take a little dubbing. Sometimes they use brown, sometimes they use a lightish green. Use the lightest green on this one. And bring that forward. Got a little purple there in the front, but that won't hurt nothing. If we have that, we whip finish. Trim off some stragglers. Okay, the final step. Make that head dubbing solid, hold everything in. Put on some more UV. And we cook that down. Okay. And trim off dubbing stragglers. That's a little bit on the long side. Get rid of that. There we have it. Modified best bluegill fly ever. I'm dying to see how well this works with that purple. We will see this spring. If you've got any better ideas or different ideas, please give me a comment. Let me know. Thanks for watching.